So, hi again. Today I'll be discussing another very interesting and frequently encountered case of sudden sensorineural hearing loss. Here you can see I'm examining this particular patient right here, who is 60 years old male patient having severe SNHL of 80 dB loss since last 4 days, which was gradually progressive. So what you can see me doing here is I'm using this 10% lock spray, which I am going to use directly in patient's right ear. All you have to take care is tympanic membrane should not be perforated, because if you'll instill locks in perforated eardrum, it will cause severe vertigo. 10% locks gives you instant effect, and it takes hardly a minute or two to anesthetize the eardrum. Next, what I have done here is prepared injection dexamethasone sodium phosphate. A 2 mg per ml of Dexona is used, but the most recent study states that the most beneficial effect the patient will be getting is from 24 mg per ml concentration. So what you can see here is brown 26.5 gauge needle along with 1 cc Dexona injection. See how carefully I am trying to suck out the locks to prevent any undue capillary ooze in my field. I started injecting transtympanically in anterior inferior quadrant via radial and circular fibers of pars tensa. At this point, you have to instruct the patient not to move to avoid trauma to middle ear and inner ear structure. I have stabilized my left hand with endoscope, and right hand I'm going to inject needle just behind the tympanic membrane. And I'm injecting very slowly. As you can see, it's gradually filling the middle ear cavity. Once the middle ear cavity is full, the fluid will pour back in the external auditory canal, and that's the point where you have to stop. Otherwise, it will cause undue pressure on round window membrane. So the mechanism here is to inject the fluid Dexona in middle ear cavity and allow it to absorb via round window. Now, round window is a semi-permeable membrane. You can ask the patient to lie in left lateral position, so that's it's absorbed via round window into scala tympani, then into the hair cells and nerve cells inside cochlea. Some part of the Dexona also gets absorbed via oval window, annular ligament, and a lot of small vascular network. Now, along with intratympanic Dexona injection, you can also use intravenous methylprednisolone 1 gram once a day over 3 hours in 100 ml saline. Injection niacin, that is vitamin B3 5 ampule, 1 ampule equivalent to 300 milligram. So 5 ampule in 100 ml saline over half an hour. Lots of antioxidant, multivitamins and multiminerals like tablet Neurobion Fort we frequently use in our clinical practice. Tablet Winston Plus, which improves the blood supply to inner ear and hair cells and hence have anti-inflammatory action. Now, let me quickly summarize. Basic things of the steroid action are anti-inflammatory, causing reduction in the nerve swelling, which is caused by this pressure that causes nerve conduction issues at first place, causing SNHL. Now, this intratympanic Dexona injection is supposed to be given for 3 days minimum, but you can extend that in a safer manner at 24 milligram per ml concentration so far according to researches. You can give it for 5 to 7 days or as long as patient recovers completely, and have to repeat PTA at 3rd, 5th and 7th day or at 10th day to keep check on response of treatment. That's all about sensorineural hearing loss. Thank you very much.